Morning City Sports Talk. We back up in here. Gonna talk about Kerryon Johnson. He getting the push for being Rookie of the Year. And also talking about Bob Quin making the right choice when we wanted 1,000 other people in the second round. Just talk about running backs. And a lot of us slept on Kerryon Johnson when, Bob Quin took a chance. He seen something special in him, but he now has 444 yards on the ground. I think it's a 6.4 yards per carry average. And we know he ain't been getting full-time running back carries, and I'll tell you why. They wanted to put Kerryon on a maintenance program. I remember Bob Quin first, was talking about how they was going to use him, and they don't want to use him as an every down back. Because at Auburn, I just so happened to watch a lot of Auburn games last year. They was a good team. They beat Georgia, then lost to Georgia in the SEC championship game. And they was playing Bama, and Kerryon Johnson was balling in every game except for the SEC championship game. And he ran through Auburn. He went through Georgia. He ran through Alabama. And then, obviously, I think he got shut down the second Georgia game. But he was getting 30, 40 touches a game, man. Run 30 carries, another 10 catches out the backfield, taking direct snap as a quarterback, as a wild card quarterback. And he was amazing. And I seen this kid, man. I didn't know that he was coming out, but he was truly amazing, man. And he ain't the biggest guy. People look at him and say, he's skinny, he's too thin, he won't last, this and that. And he dealt with some injuries last year at Auburn, and that's why Bob Quin and his workload wanted him to be more of a slasher and work his way into the rotation and work his way as the number one running back. And we know the NFL is going more trendy towards backfields by committee, but the talent is there, but they just didn't want to wear his limbs out and wear his legs out and his body out. They wanted to keep him on the pitch count. They wanted to keep him on the snap count. And I remember them saying that, even though it's so obvious that a lot of the Lion fans really, really are salivating to win now, they had to protect this kid in the first half of the season because he had such a treacherous last year at Auburn. And I remember I did a spotlight on him, and I liked him. A lot of people said, well, I don't like him that much. He don't run this fast, that fast. And people look at the measurables, but I can tell you what I seen on tape was a guy who was great at the yards at the contact, a guy that had a lot of good breakaway speed. He got up to 21.5 miles an hour yesterday running on that deep run he had because the only reason he got caught, and I see people talk about he got caught because the guy took an angle. NFL is all about angles. And you won't know that unless you really played or, you got on the field and seen it for yourself. And he's just amazing, bro. And then what was so tripped out about it, it's a simple fact. A lot of people haven't really even seen, what he really has to offer in the pass catching game. I mean, as a pass catcher, he's amazing. He can do everything Theoretic can do in a pass catching game and potentially could do it better. You put it on top of that, he's a dog between the tackles and he has breakaway speed. Well, Theoretic lacks that. A lot of people gonna want to know, why did Theoretic play more? Why did he didn't get the snaps from the beginning? It's because all about the maintenance plan. He needed a maintenance plan, but to hold his body up, but obviously Saquon Barkley is a dog. You can't say that he should have traded up Bob Quin and got Saquon Barkley. He's an animal. But there is some talk that the Giants got it wrong with Saquon Barkley, not because of the talent, because they need a quarterback, and they didn't get a quarterback. Not saying that none of the quarterbacks like they're gonna pan out to me. Baker, Josh Rosen, Josh Allen, Sam Darnold. I'm not a fan of none of them guys right now in the NFL, but it's still early, so. Giants might have made the right choice right now. Then next year they can double back, get them a running back. Get them a quarterback. But can't talk about Saquon Barkley. But you have fans that wanted Royce Freeman, that wanted Darius Geis. Both of them went behind Kerryon. They got people that wanted Sony Michel, Nick Chubbs went in front of Kerryon. You got people that wanted Rashad Penny that went to Seattle. I think he was the next running back off the board, and Ronald Jones, who went just before to Tampa Bay Bucks before the Lions took Kerryon Johnson. And obviously Kerryon Johnson has made a case, if he that he's better than all of them. None of them guys have showed me that they messing with Kerryon. Sony Michel is pretty good, but he stayed injured. And Nick Chubbs had one good game where he had a couple carries for 100 yards. He broke off on the Raiders. But other than that, he got his first start last week, or he got his first starter carries. I think Duke Johnson started. He really showed nothing special, but he had a lot of concerns about his health as well. And it's clear as day that Kerryon Johnson was the best running back. And it's clear as day that you say Philip Lindsay, who I think went undrafted late in the draft to the Denver Broncos. I think he was undrafted. he better than everybody on the list besides Kerryon and Saquon and Sony Michel so far. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen nothing from Ronald Jones, and I know he just got back healthy a couple weeks ago. Rashad Penny has absolutely been a dud. Seattle just don't look like they know what they're doing in the draft. Nick Chubb hasn't really played a lot. Couldn't start over Carlos Hyde, but now he will get that opportunity. And Sony Michel is just not durable. He's been injured in and out the lineup, but when he does play, he is special. But Kerryon Johnson, Saquon Barkley is better than the rest. And yeah, you can make an argument for Kerryon Johnson to be Rookie of the Year, especially when he starts to continue to get starting running back carries. You know what I'm saying? When he starts getting those starting running back carries and touches, his numbers gonna go up. And if the Lions make a playoff push compared to Saquon Barkley in meaningless games, tearing it up, you can make a chance. He's gonna make a push for Rookie of the Year. He's gonna push Saquon Barkley really, really hard if he continues to get first string touches. But I think you couldn't go wrong. I think Saquon was the best running back on the board, best running back still. I think Kerryon Johnson proved to be the next best running back, even though they took 4 more running backs before him. Mercy Sports Talk. Let me know how y'all feel. Good fella. Your boy CJ. We gone.